LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Commodores will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The LSU Tigers offense will get the football first. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Berry. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. That's caught. It's Watkins. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw again. Looking for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Put it in the window for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Ives. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ives. caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits zero. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And the Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Big fella moving. Into the house. Touchdown, Commodores. The extra point here would tie the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up. But he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Tigers getting set on first and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room and under the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 18 to Notre Dame. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finding an escape route. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Commodores will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He caught him. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They want to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moving out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's I.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Vandy. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. An 84-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, We're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Commodores line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He's open on the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? From the gun, the running back has it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a kill.
Touchdown, Tiger! And the punishment has been extended. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Now on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They're going to run it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. On the run, it's Berry. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to it. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Leaves it with the running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Under fire. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Berry. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The give from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. And the Commodores will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the 1st down and once more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here.
There he goes. And they get him down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is